Cerberus, stay. Sit. Good dog. Welcome to Decks Out, and we are playing a Trifernal Blazerus FTK, OTK, YTK deck. So what we're playing the Trifernal. We're only playing one copy of this one. When an opponent casts an Elestral, you can expend a Fire Spirit to give it -3 defense until your next end phase. If that Elestral's defense is reduced to 0, it is destroyed. So that's pretty strong effect. It stops a lot of things, like even the Champ Galaxy. It doesn't kill the Champ Galaxy, but you will reduce its defense, which then switches its attack. So it would be a 2 attack, you'd be a 3 attack. So it can't kill you. There's very few things. Eddie does obviously stop you, but you can still reduce its defense and kill it. So if they only have Eddie, you are good to go. So we're playing for one of Trifernal, and because we are playing a FTK OTK deck, I don't know the difference. Blazerus. Blazerus, great card for this deck. This Blazerus can attack twice during your battle phase. When Blazerus destroys a second Elestral in the same battle phase, you can special ascend into Trifernal. So that is why we have the one of Trifernal in this deck, so that we can potentially special ascend into it if we're against the Werepups, which is funny. How are we getting into the Blazerus though? Because there's no special condition card to get into it, except for Exalt Flare. You can Nexus up to 2 Fire Spirits. When you do, you can special send this Exalt Flare to an Elestral with enchantment cost 1 Fire or 2 Fire from your hand. So you need Exalt Flare, a way to Nexus, and Blazerus in hand to start the combo off. Obviously, the more you get, the better it is. So to get more spirits on board, we're playing the Torching Champion of Hestia, because when you cast it, you can search for a Hestia or Torch of Hestia. We only really care about the Hestia side of it, and you can add it to your hand. And also it has the hidden effect, which nobody really reads, the last sentence, you can Nexus 1 Fire. So if you happen to have 2 Hestias in play, you can, or 2 Hestias in hand, you can play 1 Hestia for 1 spirit, move the spirit with Nexus in onto the Torching, special cast the Exalt Flare, Nexus everything from the Hestia, and then when you ascend into Blazerus, you can siphon the spirits from the Torching. That's the best way to do it, and I will show you this combo at the end of the deck, at the end of the games. Next card we are playing is Ignector. Now, we're playing 2 different ones. We're playing the base set Ignector, which when you normal cast it, you can special cast up to 2 Ignector from hand or deck and attack with fire, but you must skip your battle phase for this turn. It's always going to be a setup card anyway, because you just want to draw more cards. So that's why we're playing the new Ignector, which searches for Nectar of the Gods when it's cast and adds it to your hand. Which is great, because we're playing multiple of them to draw what we need. We're also playing the 1 Valkyries, because we do have a Festus in here, and we want to possibly see our artifact movement, which is a very interchangeable artifact movement, depending on how you want to play the game. So, that is the fire guys. Then we are playing 6 more people. We have Small Tuga. This just helps us search for our missing piece, like our Exalt Flare, or our Torching, or even Ignector if it's the start of the game. And then we are playing the other generic Luck 3 of Rabbit. So these are just some generic good cards that obviously you want a nice high defense. Because we're playing Torching, we want to play Hestia, obviously, and we can special cast extra card if our opponent has the same amount or higher amount of Elestrals in play. And because we're playing Valkyries, we do have the 1 Hephaestus. This just searches for our 1 of artifact in our deck. And also it's just a Nexus bank as well. So those are extra cards that we have. Then for our invokes, we are playing 3 Nectar of Gods because we need to draw our cards and we can search it off of Ignector. We are playing 2 Drops of Leaf. We can draw more cards and put cards that we don't want back, like extra copies of Hestia, for example. We are playing triple Ambrosia, because sometimes you need to heal the damage you've dealt to yourself through Nectar of the Gods. And then, to make sure that we can swing, we do play 3 Hurricane and 1 Thunderstorm. Hurricane is obviously better than the Thunderstorm, but I didn't have an extra copy of a counter rune, so I put Thunderstorm in there instead of another counter rune. Because we are playing Hephaestus, we are playing Bow of Artemis. I think you could probably swap this out for maybe Bow of Apollo, or even Torch of Hestia, just to get yourself a little bit more damage, because sometimes I've found that the Blazerus being a 7 attacker just isn't quite enough to like get into Trifernal, because you'll more than likely crash into something if you've waited too long, which is getting kind of annoying. But the piercing against Werepups is amazing, it's so funny. Then our counter runes, we only have 4. We have 3 Gorgon's Gaze and 1 Helios Chariot Ride. Now this is the card that I'm saying I don't have extra copies of, that's why I've got Thunderstorm in here instead. So I've only got the 1 copy, unfortunately. But that is the deck list, and let's go into the spirits. So our 1 Lunar Spirit for our Bow of Artemis. We have 1 Wind Spirit for the Hurricane, 3 Waters, 3 Thunders for our Rabbit, Thunderstorms, Hurricanes, etc. and Snortugas. Then the rest is fire, so we have 3, 6, 9, 12 fires. That is the deck, and now I will show you a quick little combo. So, with this deck, ideally you want to go second, because you want to be able to swing, or be able to draw deep enough to be able to swing on your following turn. So, if you happen to see the one-off Ignector, going first is obviously better, but if you don't, going second is better. So if we went first, we'd play the Ignector in defense, which would then cast us our other 2 Ignectors into attack position. That would search us for our Nectar of the Gods, so then we would add all 3 of our, or sorry, not 3, but 2 of our Nectar of the Gods to hand. We would then play the 2 Nectar of the Gods, and hopefully find our remaining pieces. What we need to actually pull off the attacks is Exalt Flare, a Hurricane, and a Blazerus with a way to Nexus if we're not using the Ignectors. So this is what we mainly need to actually swing with the game. So, if we have, let's say for example, these in hand. This is our, let's say this is our starting hand, going second, and I don't know, insert random card here. So the first thing we'd do, if our opponent has back row, we would play our Hurricane. So that would get rid of a Water, a Thunder, and our only Wind Spirit. That would be absolutely fine for us, we don't care. We've cleared their back row, they cannot stop us from what we're going to do next. So, the next thing that you would do, you would normal cast your Torch in. So we won't even need the Hestia, potentially, because we can just search for a Hestia. However, having a second one is still quite nice, so we would search for a Hestia. So now we have 2 Hestias in hand. If our opponent doesn't have any Elestrals in play, we would have done it the other way around. We would just go Exalt Flare, play the Hestia, then go from there. But we're assuming they have 1, let's say they played a Rabbit, for example. So now we have 2 Hestia, Exalt Flare, Blazerus, and any other card. Doesn't really matter. And we add the Hurricane. So now we would play our Hestia for 4 Fire Spirits. It sounds like a lot, but we actually need this. We would disenchant 2 to play the Exalt Flare out. Now you wouldn't go straight into it, you would probably play the Hestia for 1 spirit, Nexus that 1 spirit using the Torching effect to Nexus to itself. So now you've got 2 spirits on here, 2 on here. You would Exalt Flare Nexus, you could do it from here or from there, but probably from here to get more damage on board, onto itself. Hestia dies, the Exalt Flare's effect goes off to go into the Blazerus. This is where you would use a Water Spirit, but you would also siphon all your spirits from the Torching. So now you have 6 spirits on your Blazerus to swing at your opponent. So you would be doing, if they have an attack position, 5 damage and then 6 damage afterwards. Now let's say they Werepupped and you didn't have the piercing and they played them in attack because it's got higher attack or whatever, I don't care. You would swing twice, then go straight into your Trifernal, then you would use one more spirit, and you would swing yet again. So no matter what, you would always have enough fire spirits left, because you still have 4 fire spirits left and a few randoms to be able to activate the Trifernal effect on whatever they cast, like Spectrus, Werepulse, Schnark, Eddie, anything like that. As long as you can clear their board with these guys, you are absolutely good to go. So that is the basics of the combo. Let's see if I pull it off in the match.
Alright.
So you get to pick. Good sir.
I will go first.
Okay.
Another thing about nothing I never really buying sealed product other than starter decks.
Yeah.
You run out of a lot of stuff. Like cause you know I bought like 4 starter decks mainly by singles off TCG player.
Yeah.
When you do that, you run out of a lot of staples real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my hand. So whenever you're ready.
Mickey Mouse. Tell Mickey Mouse phone. I will keep this as well. Okay, I will start. I will set 3.
Okay.
And I will expend a Solar Spirit to draw. And I'll pass over to you.
Okay, I'll draw. We'll start off strong with a Nectar for Gods. Draw 2. Nice.
This ain't the mill deck, is it?
No. Well, Hurricane.
Yeah, it makes sense. I got punched there.
We'll play Ignector and Ignector effect.
Is Blazerus OTK?
Possibly.
Why do you always play the deck against me after I take them apart on my end?
I don't know. I don't know why I shuffled my deck because I'm going to search for 2 copies of Nectar of the Gods. 1, 2. Now I can shuffle my deck. I'm going to play Nectar of the Gods using 1 from the Nectar and a water. Nectar of the Gods again.
What the hell, bro?
And the water. Well, I searched for 2, didn't I? 1, 2. Okay, we're nearly there. I'm gonna set 2, and then I will pass because I can't attack. A Lumaru. Sure.
It's crazy if I wasted all my. You know, it's crazy. Somebody told me last night you're gonna get punished for playing all your back row like that at the start of your turn. I was like, no way. Didn't get punished for it. I will attempt to move over one of these.
Yep.
Vectors.
And then mill 3.
Yep.
Bow, Hurricane, Trifernal. Fuck! I needed that. Alright, I'll draw. Ooh, that is good. Right, what do we need? So, if I go... I just need to think. I'm going to ascend into Rabbit. And then Rabbit effect. 1, 2, 3. I saw the first card and I was like, there's no point looking at the other two. And we're going to play the Ambrosia.
So for right now.
Fire, fire. Then Hestia for 4.
Yeah, I actually put 4 on Hestia. I thought it was only up to 3.
Yeah, you have to start with 1.
Oh shit, I'm so fucking stupid, bro.
I'll disenchant 2 from Hestia. Because we've got the same amount.
Why that effect that will work for me? I wasn't enchanting it properly. I was only putting 3 on it.
To get the Exalt Flare. Exalt Flare effect to Nexus 2 from the Hestia.
Yeah.
To then ascend into the Blazerus.
Yep, awesome.
Ah, you bitch!
You're the one that got rid of all the.
Set 1. It would swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would swing for 5 and then swing for 5 again. So that'd be 10. Swing for 5, then swing for 6. Sorry, because you got I got ball.
Seven. Very slow. And I've done nothing at all. Draw. Wait. Before I draw. Exaltus effect.
Oh, okay. If you was going to do the Exaltus effect, you'd still take the same amount of damage. Because I would.
Oh yeah, because
you're
because
right. it would use a spirit to cast, and I would still swing into it.
Yeah, so never.
So either way, you're going to be taking 11 damage. So
yeah, that's still stupid. Yeah, you're right. Draw for turn.
But if I had Trifernal, then I would have gone into the Trifernal, but you milled it, unfortunately. So.
This is why you got to run more than one of those things.
I know.
Ambrosia, I don't think it matters, but
I mean, it slowly helps.
Still 3. Nah, this game, man.
Yeah.
Can you let me play that game out?